was the first person to ask that question a second time. What a visionary. Ask the exact same question to the exact same people and get a different response. What are you eating? Chicken. No. I said, what are you eating? Shakshuka. It's nice to be here. I want to tell you a story tonight. I want to tell you a story. It's a true story. So hard to know when a comedian's being genuine on stage. Like, what's your name? Yeah, so I knew that. He just performed. But this is true. I'm going to lie to you one time, but I'll tell you when I do. So, I've always been a bit of a ladies' man. That's the lie. I have not. I did not kiss a girl until I was 18 years old. I know, it's pathetic. When did you have your first kiss? I hope you got mono. I had good reason to. I got scarred early on because, you know, growing up, I was young and I was very short growing up. I had to take growth hormones every time the doctor would inject me. I felt like Barry Bonds. I was like, hope the Hall of Fame doesn't find out about this. But when I was 16, I went out for the first time in Buenos Aires, which is in Argentina, and I go out, I'm on a trip with a friend, I go out, I'm confident that I'm gonna pull, you know? I'm confident. I think everyone's always pretty confident in themselves at the time. And this was certainly one of those times because I was 16 and 5'3" in a professional nightclub. Also, I had braces. I was only pulling two things that night. I was pulling my own leg and the inside of my cheek. One of my brackets had got stuck. So. But anyway, so I go out, I'm in the club, and I go up to this girl, and the music's pumping. And I go up to her. And I've never flirted before. So I start with a dance move. Hola. You know, looking like I'm trying to get my arms in the sleeves of a shirt that doesn't quite fit. And she's not interested. She's got this look about her that says, no, gracias. And it's not just her look, she also says, no, gracias. And today I'm more mature. I'm more mature than I was back then. If a girl were to say, no, gracias, that means no, thank you. If a girl were to say, no, gracias, or no, thank you to me today, I'd be like, fair play. Wasn't interested in you anyways. But I'm 16, 5'3", braces, and I've never flirted before. And all my knowledge is coming from the movies. And in the movies, when a guy hits on a girl in the opening scene, you know, often she'll roll her eyes and shake her head, but by the final scene, they're in love, and he doesn't care that he was crushed by Apollo Creed. So that's a proper reference. So I keep on trying to woo her with my mediocre Spanish. I was like an L3 level, I still am. I took Spanish L3 last year, and you know Spanish L3, right? Almost everyone's suficiente. No one's quite equivalente. So honestly, Spanish L3 is not that different from the nightclub, if you think about it. Because, you know, you're in a room with dodgy lighting, the bailando comes on from time to time. There's one guy at the front telling everyone to put their hands up if they know the words. And you'd rather be in bed, so actually this one time in Spanish class, we had this assignment due, and this one guy hadn't done it. And the reason why he hadn't done it was that his girlfriend had broken up with him the night before. And he has to explain this in front of the whole class to the Spanish professor. And the Spanish professor just looks at him blankly and says, because the Spanish professor didn't speak a word of English, and so this guy had to explain again to his Spanish professor that his girlfriend had broken up with him, but this time in Spanish. And oh boy, I've seen some shocking things. I've seen some really shocking things. My sister once texted in our family group chat that she was pregnant, and my dad replied with this emoji. Shocking things, but never have I seen anything as shocking as this. Remember how I said almost everyone was suficiente? This guy was the almost. He was no suficiente. He starts, he's like, mi chica, no me gusta, no bueno, estoy aburrido. And the Spanish professor doesn't give a shit. He just keeps on correcting him on his grammar. No, chica no le gusta a mí. No estoy aburrido, soy aburrido. Permanente. So I'm that level of Spanish. And you know, I'm speaking out, I think it's going great. She's got her back turned to me. And then this guy comes up to me, he's like 25, 6'1", no braces. He tells me to stop. And in my head, I'm thinking, hell no, man, I've never flirted this good with anyone in my life. Which is technically true. And so I mean to tell him we're speaking to each other, but I don't know how to say that in Spanish. So instead, what comes out of my mouth is, yo tengo, I have her, which is not the best thing to say about a person, and more specifically, not the best thing to say to this person's boyfriend, which I found out soon enough when he started yelling at me, no yo tengo. He wasn't the most respectful guy either. Becomes this grand shouting match, and we weren't quite at each other's throats. I was more at the top of his ribcage. My friend pulls me away. It's like, Simon, you can't say that. And I'm like, in Spanish, I know. And he says, no, in any language. You can't just have a person. And I'm like, I know that. I just don't know how to say we're speaking. We haven't learned present participles yet. And he says, it doesn't matter if you didn't need to say it. You said it. Your mind could have gone anywhere, and yours went to the idea that she was yours, which is messed up. And I was like, but what about the movies? And honestly, this is something I didn't put together, because in the movies, the guys who win over the girls are people like Rocky and Batman. You know, heavyweight champion of the world, billionaire superhero. I, in case I haven't already mentioned it, was sickening. I was like if bad scientists cloned Michael Strahan and everything went wrong except for the teeth. That's a niche reference, but I like it, so I keep it. But he was obviously right. We talked about it. I'm like, what? Mea culpa. But then, it's like 4 a.m., we're chilling by the bar, I got a Corona in hand, legend, and the boyfriend comes up to me, and he's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, and he pulls a gun to my head. And then it's a true story, the line was back then. And I'm like, oh no. I'm about to die. This is a disaster. And I don't know if you've ever had a gun pulled to your head, but your mind kind of races through every situation all at once, related and unrelated. I'm kind of like, should I kick him in the groin? Should I challenge him to a dance battle? If you pronounce it Puerto Rico, does that mean you also have to pronounce it Scotland? And so at the last moment, I have no idea what to do. And so I just turn and sprint out of the club like Usain Bolt. And he doesn't fire. Clearly. And I'm out there, I'm flustered, I'm flummoxed, I'm flabbergasted, I'm flailing my arms everywhere. And my friend comes out and I turn to him and I'm like, is that what flirting is like every time? Who does this? I'm not doubting that I was done. I think he took it a bit too far, personally. But but I was in the wrong. In my defense, it was my first time flirting. And no one gets anything right the first time. No one has any idea what they're doing the first time. Think about the first time I asked you how you were doing. You had no idea how you were doing. You're like, fine, could be better. Your White and So show was pretty good. Give it up for the White and So show last night. That's enough, okay? But then you were like, God damn it. I was like, God damn it, get me some shakshuka. And you were like, hell yeah. No one has any idea what they're doing the first time. You always think you know what you're doing, but you don't. It's like that high school math problem. You see it for the first time. Expand, parentheses, x plus y, close parentheses, squared. Easy, x squared plus y squared. No, what? And the teacher's like, it's x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. And you're like, how is that possible? But then they explain it and you see and you learn from your mistakes. But I didn't necessarily want to learn from my mistakes. Because think about it, if the first time that you tried to expand, parentheses, x plus y, close parentheses squared, and a burly Argentinian man with no braces tries to kill you, you're switching out of Math 120. All right, thank you very much. I'm Simon